Romanticism, presented by Alvina Ferradauti.
Romantic era largely took place over a period from the late 18th to the middle 19th century. Romanticism was intellectual movement which put emphasis on emotion, freedom, imagination, and the heart rather than the mind. This is a movement in art and literature which revolt against the neoclassicism. Through art, Romantic painters use medieval life as the basis of their work. Besides that, Romantic painters want to depict nature above and beyond its regular state to fit the idea of sublime. This movement also affects the architecture, which revived Neo-Gothic we could see in cathedral, churches, and other public buildings. In literature, Romantic was described as unreal, sentimental, and beyond imaginative work. In Romanticism, emotion is much more powerful than rational too. Particular characteristics of the literature Romanticism are subjectivity and an emphasis on individualism, spontaneity, freedom from rules, solitary life rather than life in society, the belief that imagination is superior, devotion to beauty, and glorification of nature. Poetry. Romanticism in English literature started in with the poets William Blake, William Wordsworth, and Samuel Taylor Coleridge as the first generation. The first generation of Romantic era were characterized by their emotional sensitivity and reverence for nature. We can see in William Blake, The Tiger, The Lamb, A Poison Tree, etc. William Wordsworth, Daffodils, Ode to Duty, London 1802, etc. And Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Christabel, Book Without Hope, Human Life, etc. It continued with the second generation Romantic poets, most notably Percy Bysshe Shelley, John Keats, and Lord Byron. The second generation of Romantic poets, especially Shelley and Byron, became famous for their subversive and salacious work. Keats' odes, much like the poetry of Wordsworth, took inspiration from nature as he wrote into autumn. Byron's poetry had a strong introspective character. He demonstrated the cruelty and the beauty by wrote Don Juan in 1819. Later Romantic poetry also retained many characteristics established by Blake and Wordsworth. Prose. Romantic prose is not basically a prose based on love story. The Romantic essay was influenced by the writing and style of Horatio and Montesquieu. Some writers were very personal in style and very autobiographical in nature. Other writers were interested in personality and emotional condition of human beings. Charles Lamb. Charles Lamb is one of the most lovable personalities in English literature. He revealed his own personality, his quaint whims and experiences, and the cheerful and heroic struggle which he made against the misfortunes by Essay of Elia in 1823 and Last Essay in 1833. The style of Lamb is described as quaint because it has the strangeness which we associate with something old-fashioned. William Hazlitt. He is an English essayist, drama and literary critic, painter, social commentator, and philosopher. He is considered one of the greatest critics and essayists in the history of English language. Best known for his informal essays, which are elegantly written and cover a wide range of subjects. Hazlitt published an essay of Principles of Human Action in 1805 and Free Talks on Public Affairs in 1806. His last book, Conversation of James Northcote in 1813, record his long friendship. Thomas De Quincey. De Quincey was considered one of the greatest prose stylists of the English Romantic era, otherwise best known for poetry and his imaginative convoluted prose style, best known for Confession of an English Opium Eater. As a literary critic, De Quincey is best known for his best essay on the knocking at the gate in Macbeth, a brilliant piece of psychological insight and a classic of Shakespearean criticism. drama. Drama and theater were crucial laboratories for the creation of new ways of seeing forms and general notion of the body and models of subjectivity. Romantic period drama and theater were visual vantage point of the examination of contemporary culture and history and their endless transformation. This was a great era of John Philip Campbell, Sarah Siddon, and the brilliant Edmund Kent as notable actor, but it was not a great period of playwriting. Byron, Keats, and Percy Shelley all wrote for the stage but with little success in England. Shelley's The Cenci, perhaps the best work produced, took that was not played in public theatre in England until a century after his death.